Hello, and welcome to Gunpla Reviews, where it is myself versus my shelf. Some 160 model kits and a queue of reviews to do. Today's final challenger for this round is the GAT X207 Blitz Gundam from the high-grade Gundam Seed timeline, as well as another of the Remaster model kits, as is shown by this larger, more modern size manual. On the back side of the manual we have a color guide as well as a show of many of the gimmicks. Inside page 2 are many poses, explanation of the mechanism, some in-universe detail of the materials, and a nice action shot of the Blitz Gundam. Inside this manual here, typical 4-page style, you get your runner layout, which does not have any beam effect parts. 0 beams. It will start with the chest and head assembly, moving on to the arms and torso. Over here we start on the waist and feet, both of the legs, followed by final assembly and bottom and top gatai, moving on over to the accessories such as the shield and the grapple claw thingy, and how to mount that appropriately. That aside, let's zoom into the kit right here. Take a look at some of the stickers that it comes with. You've got your head camera up here, eye stickers, no back head camera though. We've got some color correction here on the shoulders, decal here on the chest, this piece up across the front as well, some accents on the side skirts, and the sabatons, aka the foot skirts, also have some color correction / painting opportunity. Also comes with a couple of clear decal stickers. This one happens to be peeling off due to age, but mostly just, faction and identification markings. That shouldn't have happened, but I know why it happened. This is take 2, so this thing is a little stretched and strained. Let me see if I can't repair that off screen right quick. Oh, I see exactly what's going on. Exactly what's going on, yes. That should solve that problem. But we're gonna leave that aside for now. So, we have here our boy. He gets full arm twist. Over here at the arm, you only get 90-degree angle, and of course your typical bicep twist. Hand over here is on a regular old ball joint. Only comes with 2 hands, both of which holding hands. At the head, you get some rock around there, but you are very much blocked, therefore you will get no exorcist twist on this day, and a little bit of back and forth. At the waist, you get hardly any, no movement, no crunch, and only a slight turn at the waist. You can see that is very much blocked by the front skirts. Arms up, out to side, only go so high, only so high. But with those out of the way, we will take a look at these side skirts, which move around very freely, but in order to get to more leg movement, you will have to move them out to side. This is your split. This is your split. For a 2011 kit, that is your split. Front skirts are the type that are not 2-piece separated. You get front kick here, a decent back kick with the skirts out of the way. Of course, no butt flap action. So with that, you will get that much knee bend, I'd say that's a good 90, 110 degrees, double jointed. Over here, however, you get Sabaton movement. Sabatons. That is what you call the armor piece that goes from the shin down over the foot. Sabatons. And because the Sabatons move, you get, well, if I didn't pop that piece off like that, ha ha ha, you get high levels of foot motion. You get some here, you get that wiggle room, you get no thigh twist. You see we're trying to twist the thigh, there's no thigh twist, but you get a whole lot of foot movement. That's amazing. That's about the most articulation in this entire boy. Now, what you didn't see was an action-based connection. For a kid in 2011, that's bad. However, what they did, because what I fathom here, and this is a theory, a Gunpla theory, that this is only a very slight, small upgrade from what could have been an original 2004 or 2005 release. If there was one, that's why. If there wasn't one, at least you get this much upgrade. So what you get is accessory the first. Back here. This piece here. Camera, please, focus. That's why I slapped you. There we go. You get this piece here, which goes over the back skirt and in between the top and bottom halves for your action-based connector. I have not seen an action-based connection like this since the release of the Skull Weapon set back during the original Build Fighters. And even that was kind of an adventure with the G-Saber that I attach it to. This is the picture accordingly. So, more accessories though, is your shield with nice large stickers from here to there. And you'll see a little black tip right here. This could be a safety flag for the sake of, don't stab your children. Showing the other side, you get, a little piece here for the camera. You have your handle. And this looks like a beam saber. And you could put a beam saber effect part in there if I had grabbed one. Matter of fact, one moment. Let's see if this 00 beam saber will fit in here. Well, what do you know? It sure is do. But it is affixed in there, I believe. Double check. Yes, this beam saber is most assuredly affixed in there and will not come out. But you can attach an additional beam saber at your own leisure. I don't see why, because you get pile driver. The top rod here is completely separate from the rest of the pack. These other two do not move, but you get full slide. It's nice and in there unless you shake it around too much. To attach, you will go ahead and slide that right into the hand, and then over here you see this tab and you see this arm block. You will go to war. You will go to war to get this to attach and stay. I do not suggest holding it in any downward angle, because simply on its own terms it will pop loose. Right now it feels firm, but at any given moment it can decide, I don't feel like it anymore, and slide right off. But there you go. You cannot hold this flat out because the sides of the shield will block with that shoulder piece. So there's that. But for now, we're going to put that aside, because we're going to get into Infuriation Phase 1. Because, as previously seen, we have over here another arm piece. Looks like a nice bird. This bird plugs right into this arm. There's polycap right in there. Pop that boy in, and 99 times out of 100 it will stay. It didn't say earlier because this is take 2 and I made some mistakes and it just slid out. It's fine. However, if you wish to grapple with your boy, this yellow piece will come right off and you have a nice trio of open claws in which to insert fumblingly, as I am known to do. And so, those claw in. But it wouldn't be very much fun to simply have it grappling from your hand. So if we take this nice purple piece out, this nice lavender, set that aside. This also comes with a cord, and at each end you have an adapter in which to plug this into. This more flat and normal shaped one will go into the arm here. Very simple, very clean and easy to do. No stress on that side. The earlier stress comes from assembling into this other end, because if you're not well-handed, it will be a fight to the finish to get this into place. So we're going to try and show that off, because this, without bringing it off camera, I cannot get that in all the way. Or maybe I did. Maybe I'm just dumb. So there you have it. But what is a wired weapon that cannot support itself? Lame. Lame. They thought of that. Ya boy also comes with a stand. A proprietary stand. Not for his body, but for the claw. Slots right in just like that. And if I could get him to balance. You get the point, but the wire is what's causing an issue. Here we go. Can you please? I guess not. Okay. Alright, bending the wire. There we go. Oh, what was I standing on there? You get to grappling. So, overall, we give this kit a rating of prototype it. Prototyping, if I'm not very clear with it before, is the kind of middle ground. If you're a fan, sure, pick it up. But it's easily passed. It has a lot of faults with the year that it was made in and its lack of articulation thereof. I'm personally having troubles with attaching this part here. It feels like a struggle to get that plug into the polycap, and I don't want to break anything. Also, the shield, if you don't put it in exactly correctly, this peg is not enough, and this arm piece is not quite designed just right to get it to stay in there consistently. I usually have it with its arm up and raised like so to hold it in place, and even then you can see that the lack of articulation gives you a lack of posing options. But it does have these feet. These feet are amazing. I wish we could see more of the Sabaton action. We should get more of that. That's great. That's a plus. Wired weapon, also a plus. And the colors, black and lavender, that's pretty good stuff right there. So, this is the final round, the final fight in this series. But why only 7 when I've shown 8? The 8th is actually a duplicate. It is the first kit that I fully painted, the 105 strike dagger with gun barrel. Not strike dagger, the 105 dagger with gun barrel. However, I'm not going to review a kit twice, which is the same thing to be said for putting the next series into play. I will not review a kit a second time for completion. So the next series, to be stay tuned for, will also be less than 8. I thank y'all for watching, and as always, SIEG ZEON.